March along, sing a song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. Boys away, young boys, and boys away. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day. Through our last night on shore, drink to the full until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home.
Welcome back, and today I want to show you how I made two shadow boxes for memorabilia from my grandfathers. One was with the 29th Infantry Division, landed on the beaches at Normandy, went plumb all the way up into Germany. The other was on an LST in the South Pacific, both during World War II. But made these cases, and I'm going to show you how. So follow along as we scrap some old barnwood together, and I think they turned out pretty well. You be the judge. Alright, so to build this display case, I've already got all the prep work knocked out and out of the way. Basically, I'm using a 24 by 36 inch piece of UV glass or museum glass for the doorway to keep the UV light from fading out these old uniforms. You can use this style box for anything you want to do it with. Prep work I've already got knocked out of the way here. The in-between, the uprights are about 30, measurement escapes me right now, 40 and a half, I'm sorry, 40 and a half long, and the interior box sections are 25. So follow along with me here for a second and we'll get this thing put together. What I've already done, the show boards and all, I'm using a piece of paneling for the back, so I've already routed this out. It's about 1/8 of an inch in and about 1/4 inch wide, and about a little over 1/4 or 3/8 of an inch in depth. This is going to be for the big piece of paneling in the back side. So it was just going to get way too heavy if I use these 3/4 inch boards all the way throughout. So I've got a couple of wood clamps laid over here. I've got my raw boards. Just thawed my wood glue out. Groove cut in the back, core inside, groove in the base piece. This is so that that paneling can slide into the back. And we'll get to the door here in a second. So, I have a router, so if I wanted to get super technical about this, I could actually cut tongue and groove on all of these and glue it together that way. But I'm no expert carpenter, nor cabinet maker. So I'm just going to keep it simple. We'll pretty much just go with it like it is. This old pony clamps come in handy. Yeah, they're pretty much antiques anymore. Nobody really uses the pony anymore with all the stuff out there today for other style clamps. It's important to keep this facing edge flush and level. The door's going to be riding on it, so we don't want to get it too far out of kilter. Only getting these barely run in for now. I'll go around and do my final tightening here in a second. And I've already mocked this up once before, so there's already a hole in place, and I've already pre-drilled my holes for all these screws to go into. The GRK at number 10 Torx is really handy. It helped, the thread pattern actually helps to self-cut the hole, but keep a rag handy, clean up your wood glue as you go along, and makes your work surface a whole lot nicer. And you don't have the cross-contamination. Wood glue all over the place. Okay. Get an 1.5 GRK, run it in down here at the end. Just very little glue in the process. Hey, buddy. Good boy. You're a good boy. There we go. Let that dry overnight. Come back and glue in the door tomorrow. Start clear coating. Put a screw in here and be able to hang a jacket or whatever else. And the reason I put these large ones here in the bottom is usually a coat will cover a good portion of the paneling. I'd like to use a paneling that is about similar to the same color or texture as the barnwood, but like I said, I couldn't find one. And to use black in there would look completely out of place. And then to try to do it with the actual boards here, it would make this thing even heavier than it actually is. All said and done, when this is done, it probably weighs about 20 pounds. So, hence why I put these larger boards in here in the bottom. I use those as nailers. So on my other one upstairs, I found where the stud was, centered up where I needed to, drilled a couple of holes in here, pilot holes, and sunk in some actual 2 or 2.5 inch screws, construction screws. Enough for now. Let's wait for this to dry tonight. I'll come back and start putting the door together in the morning.